Everyone swooned. Paulo finally confessed to Kim, "I love you so much," and Kim melted. Welcome to Stardom Scoop, Glowing Star, where we dive deep into the dazzling world of celebrity news, exclusive gossip, and the untold stories behind your favorite stars. If you love keeping up with the latest in Hollywood, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for all the juicy updates. There are moments in showbiz that people remember for years, moments that capture raw emotion, genuine connection, and a kind of honesty that feels almost too real for the spotlight. And just when fans thought they had seen everything from the unforgettable tandem of Chiu and Paulo Avelino, a revelation arrived that stunned everyone. It was simple, heartfelt, and powerful. Paulo finally confessed his feelings to Kim. No cameras, no scripted lines, no rehearsed emotions, just pure truth, straight from his heart. Those 4 words, "I love you so much," were enough to send fans screaming, cheering, and replaying every moment that led to this confession. Because for months, maybe even years, people had been watching the chemistry between them grow. They saw how comfortable they became in each other's presence, how their banter turned softer, how their actions revealed more than any interview ever could. And now, the truth had finally bloomed. But what truly shook everyone was how Kim responded. She didn't just blush. She didn't just smile shyly. She melted, completely, visibly, emotionally. Her reaction proved that Paulo's words weren't one-sided, they hit home, and they hit deep. For fans of the Kim-Pao tandem, this was the moment they had been waiting for. Paulo has always been known as a man of few words, someone who speaks softly but carries a deep kind of sincerity. He prefers to let his actions do the talking, how he looks at Kim, how he stands beside her, how he protects her quietly without asking for recognition. But when he finally gathered the courage to speak what many believed he had been feeling for a long time, the world seemed to stop for a second. The confession reportedly happened during a quiet moment when no one expected anything dramatic. Paulo wasn't trying to impress. He wasn't acting. He simply felt something so strong that he couldn't keep it to himself anymore. And with one breath, he opened the door to a new chapter, one where honesty finally replaced assumptions. Kim, being the warm-hearted, expressive person she is, couldn't contain her emotions. Her cheeks flushed. Her smile grew wider, brighter, more real than anything fans had seen from her in a long time. She wasn't playing coy. She wasn't teasing. She wasn't hiding. The pure happiness she felt at hearing Paulo's admission was written all over her face. For a woman who has been through heartbreak, public scrutiny, and so much pressure in her career and personal life, hearing someone as steady and loyal as Paulo say "I love you so much" was nothing less than healing. It wasn't just romance, it was reassurance. It was security. It was someone choosing her wholeheartedly without fear, without hesitation, without hiding. People often underestimate how deep relationships in the entertainment industry really go. Behind the glamour, the camera flashes, and the rehearsed scripts, there are real moments, moments that the public rarely sees. But the bond between Kim and Paulo has always shone through, even without confirmations. Their laughter. Their comfortable silence. Their matching energy. Their genuine partnership. These things never needed explanation because they were already obvious. Still, hearing Paulo finally say the words brought everything into clarity. What made this confession even more special was how naturally it fit their journey. From co-stars to trusted partners, from slow building rapport to undeniable chemistry, everything fell into place little by little. Fans had seen Paulo soften around Kim, had seen him let down walls he normally keeps high. They saw how he looked at her like she was the most important person in the room. They saw how Kim glowed around him, more confident, happier, stronger. But until that confession, it was all unspoken. Now, it wasn't. Everyone who witnessed Kim's reaction felt the electricity. Her joy wasn't the reaction of someone flattered, it was the reaction of someone who has quietly been holding feelings of her own and finally hearing them reflected back. She didn't have to say anything to prove it. The way she giggled, the way she covered her face, the way she stole shy glances at him, it was written in the way her entire body reacted. This confession wasn't just a romantic admission. It represented something far bigger, a confirmation of everything their fans had believed from the beginning. For the longest time, Kim-Pao supporters defended their chemistry, their closeness, their undeniable bond. And now, Paulo himself had given the ultimate affirmation. People close to Paulo described him as someone very careful about emotions. He doesn't fall easily, but when he does, it's deep and sincere. That's why his confession had such weight. He didn't say it out of impulse. He didn't say it in the heat of a moment. He said it because he meant it, fully, completely, deliberately. Kim, having one of the biggest and most loyal fandoms in the industry, has always carried the pressure of public expectations. She knows that every romantic move she makes is analyzed, judged, and discussed endlessly. But around Paulo, she gets to be real. She gets to laugh freely, show vulnerability, and simply exist without fear of being misunderstood. That's what made her reaction to his confession so beautiful. She didn't think about the cameras, the headlines, or the fans. She thought only about that moment, about the man in front of her, and the love he was bravely offering. Fans from all over the world shared their excitement online. Clips and quotes spread like wildfire, and the Kim Pao fandom exploded with joy. After months of hints, tension, and subtle flirtation, everything finally made sense. The puzzle pieces fit. The story blossomed. The feelings were real. And although neither Kim nor Paulo immediately followed the confession with a formal announcement, their interaction afterward already said everything that needed to be said. Paulo's eyes softened. Kim's smile lingered. Their space around each other shifted, closer, warmer, deeper. It's rare to witness a love story unfold in such a genuine and gradual way. Many showbiz romances begin loud and end loud. But Kim and Paulo's connection feels like something built on friendship, trust, and unspoken understanding. The confession wasn't the beginning, it was simply the moment the truth finally came to light. What happens next? Fans don't know yet. And maybe that's what makes their story so exciting. It's unfolding naturally, beautifully, at its own pace. Paulo's confession didn't close a chapter, it opened one. A chapter filled with promise, honesty, and a deeper bond that continues to grow every day. Kim and Paulo have already proven that they don't need dramatic announcements to capture people's hearts. Their sincerity does the work for them. Paulo's quiet love. Kim's genuine joy. Their shared energy. Their unfiltered moments. The confession simply tied everything together, a beautiful moment that fans will hold on to for years. For now, one thing is clear, the love is real, and Kim's reaction showed exactly how much it meant to her. Whatever the future holds, this confession marked a milestone, a turning point where both their hearts quietly agreed on the same truth. Thanks for tuning in to Stardom Scoop. If you enjoyed our deep dive into the latest celebrity drama, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more juicy updates. What do you think about Paulo and Kim's situation? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, keep shining and stay in the know with Stardom Scoop.